What's going on, man? It's your boy Quadus, man. So happy to be in front of your face, you hear me? Legendary shit all over the place, you hear me? Listen, man. So, welcome to 2222 in the mix. What a blender that. You know what I'm talking about? And, right now, we finna get talking about a topic that's kind of trendy right now still. Not that trendy anymore as it once was. Um, but it's still kind of trendy. I had the opportunity to talk about it at an earlier date, but I just didn't want to. We're gonna talk about that boy Boosie and his case, man. Well, we ain't gonna talk about his case. But we're gonna talk about that boy Boosie and his situation, man. For those of you that don't know, Boosie's getting prepared to go off and face some time as he's caught a gun charge. And you know, I know y'all see rappers that glorify life of going to jail and getting the pen. Y'all think this shit cool to have some street cred because y'all ain't never did shit, and that's cool. You feel me? You know, it's just like it's cool to do anything you ain't never did before. You feel me? It makes sense. It makes sense. You know, but it ain't, man. Going to jail, when you go in there, you gotta understand, man. In prison, especially, man, anything can happen to you. Now, I ain't never been to prison, but I have been to jail. And that's only like one time, you feel me? So, I said that to say this. I don't be trying to be no cool ass nigga. Like, it's okay to be like, bruh, I ain't been to jail. Or like, bruh, I barely really been to jail like that. Like, what the fuck wrong with that? That's just me, get caught doing a lot of wrong shit. Like, what the hell? That's crazy. But, let's talk about the Boosie thing, man. So he got gun charges, he preparing to go on off. Like I said, shout out, send your prayers and your love and your good energy to Boosie, man. He gonna need it, man. And I don't even think Boosie, honestly, I don't think Boosie was trying to do nothing wrong this time. Y'all gotta understand, Boosie just got shot a couple years back. Is he wrong? I don't think he wrong at all. For one, having guns around, like, fuck, they talking about, gang. I just got shot a couple years back. There's no way I'm not about to, hell nah. So I understand it. I understand it. But, there's several points I want to touch here. First, I want to touch this from a point spiritually, right? Energy. Energy. I'm going to say energy. When things tend to follow you that you're no longer wanting to follow you, right? But you don't know why they keep following you. It's normally because you still have an attachment to them. When I say attachment, I mean in sense like your soul or your spirit. And what that means, and break that down further, simplify it, how you feel about it and how you think about it. One of these things could be still stuck in that mindset that got that situation manifested. Right? And now I don't know Boosie personally, so I don't know which one. He could be going home every day still thinking about the street life while living, the life that he lives now. It could be fear-based. You could be so scared of some shit that you attract it right to you. You see what I'm saying? Just because you ain't stopped thinking about that shit, you thinking about it like, I don't want it to happen, but you scared. You feel what I'm saying? So the universe, because you thinking about it, the universe is bringing it to you at a rapid rate. Like, you finna meet what the fuck you thinking about. Because if you ain't want it, then why you thinking about it? You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of how the universe working. Y'all don't know, I'm kind of spiritual. So I'm gonna put that point in there, and then we're gonna go on to this next point. Now this next point comes from a more worldly standpoint, a more physical standpoint, a more off the spiritual stuff onto some like, okay, I can understand this as a physical vessel. This rap shit tricky, man. You gotta think. At any given time, the feds know that if they pop up on any rapper at any given time on the PJ, at their mansion, at their crib, at their show, they have guns and drugs. Quote unquote, what would be considered in certain state drugs. Specifically cannabis, because I don't see cannabis as a drug. I mean, I think about time for us to go ahead and throw out the idea that cannabis is a drug. I mean, come on. Just come on at this point. But, yeah, they know these artists be having guns, drugs, pills, whatever. They talk about it in their songs. Y'all talk about it in y'all song. Y'all talk about going copying, how y'all copying in y'all songs. And it's only a couple ways to go somewhere. Like, you can only walk, fly, ride a bike, take a train, take a bus. You feel me? Drive a car. Like, it ain't but a handful of ways to get somewhere. You know, get on an animal or something. But it ain't no, you're not teleporting shit from here to there using your mind right now. That's what I'm saying. Not saying you couldn't, but just saying they know that. So all they gotta do is literally catch y'all at the right time. And it ain't gonna be real hard, because anytime then there's the right time when you're a rapper and you gotta have guns around you to protect your lives, even though you might not even have the know-how knowledge to go get you a CCL, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they call that shit, concealed carry license or whatever. Or you might not even be able to do that because you probably got felonies if you're an artist. You know what I'm saying? So, what you supposed to do? But for me, that goes back to the industry, the game, music as a whole, and how we created it and how it has become specifically only in our culture. Peep game. It's not happening to country artists. This is not happening to R&B artists. This is not happening to, you see what I'm saying? None of the other genres have this shit going on. You feel me? And apply everything I just said about energy to what I just said, and then you'll start to understand how all this energy in this genre kind of magnetizes and attracts certain things. You feel me? But out there on some real physical shit, yeah, man, the feds already be on that shit, bro. They be known. They just be waiting. For real. And they know. They could. If Boosie ain't have a gun and they threw a gun down there, who gonna come to Boosie defense and say, nah, that ain't Boosie, man. I know he ain't had no gun, man. Boosie ain't had no gun, man. Except for the people around him. Nobody else in the world would probably even think that. They'll just believe like, oh, he had a gun. Because the reputation, because how it's looked at already, because the vibes you already get from it. If a gun was planted on him, nobody would even think that it would. You wouldn't even give it a second thought. You'd be like, he just had a gun and shit. Damn, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, my third point. It's kind of like the way, not Boosie situation, but it's part of the whole. The way that the industry and the hip hop genre is going, man, it's kind of, it's not really per se our fault because we didn't infiltrate it and make it this way, but it's definitely been our fault that we've let it be this way for so long, to the point where, man, our artists don't do nothing but go to jail and die. And y'all don't understand. I'm not even speaking because of the type of music that's being created. It's not that. That's not what I'm saying. So don't even think that I'm going the way of thought of always saying because they create this bad music, then they bring bad stuff upon them. No, that's not what I'm saying. Now I'm saying that is a thing and that do exist and that do happen. But what I'm saying is this. Our artists be going through this because we sold out the game. Because nobody has put a stop to the infiltration of people coming to infiltrate and making this shit something it's not. Everybody already know a lot of the beef, and about damn 99% of the beef that be going on with these rappers is either these lies, saying some dumb shit that ain't true, these labels doing some slave shit, trying to hold somebody from putting up their music, trying to wipe somebody out uh uh for the death benefit shit. Cause if y'all don't know, they be taking insurance policies out on the artists. They get wiped off, label get 100 mil. You see what I'm saying? So that be going on. And why is that going on? Cause we don't own shit. We don't own a motherfucking thing in the industry. These niggas still ain't got no. There's no spot that hip hop owns. One spot. Just give me a spot. Give me a spot that hip hop that we come. This all us. We own. Paid for by us. Everything. Well, we just go and do our thing. It ain't one spot for real. I think the closest thing we probably got to some shit like that is L.A. Russell when he do his shit in the backyard. You feel me? But I'm saying like the way that happens does not happen in other genres like this. So you could just clearly see, just compare the shit. So it's still music. They still talk about some violent shit sometimes. Like, come on, gang. It just don't make sense. I mean, think about it. Rock and roll, heavy metal. Would nobody say heavy metal is aggressive and violent and could lead you to do some seriously crazy, demonic type shit? Does nobody say it has that type of effect and energy over some people? Like, damn, they're possessive? Heavy metal, nobody talks about this, though. You see what I'm saying? So, I think we need to take our shit back, man. And when I say we need to take it back, it need to be that relationship again between the artist and the fans. The artists and the people who enjoy the art. We don't need nobody in the middle, man. When all this middleman shit happening, that's when everything became flipped upside down. And notice, this is what I'm saying. The middle shit's supposed to be happening in other genres too. But it's not happening like it's happening in hip hop. I got something to say about that. I don't think that's right. I think we are a more targeted group of individuals. I'm gonna just put that out there. We gotta be a more targeted group of individuals. So that's why we gotta understand and move different. We need to have owners. We need to have fans that are not scared to support artists and that are willing to support artists for music that they like. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the culture had, because the streaming stuff came in and all these labels came in, all these people came in, like, hey, let me own your shit, I give you a little bit of money up front. Because of all that, we have lost our relationship with the fans and we forgot how powerful that is. I don't even know if the fans remember the power of the fan to artist relationship, in the sense of when you could just connect straight to your favorite artist. How special it would feel, or how special that connection would be. You know, imagine if one morning on your birthday, Beyonce texted you like happy birthday. That'd probably be one of the most special moments of your life. Or, why am I using Beyonce? She ain't in the rap game. She do a little, not this Queen B. She fine. But let's just say, who's somebody? Let's just say Gates. Let's just say Kevin Gates text you on your birthday. Boom, happy birthday. How special would you feel? You know, that type of personal artist-to-artist connection that just don't exist no more, because the middle people in the middle, the middlemen are trying to capitalize. Meanwhile, cutting the art and the beauty of the art right up out the situation. Like, that's the cause of the stagnancy in our music and why this shit been the same for like 20 years now. Before that, it wasn't like that. It wasn't the same. Music was evolving. Before that, it wasn't like that. Music had different, everybody sounded different, different ways of expressions. You had groups talking about different shit, known for different shit. You don't have that no more. Not in my genre, not in our industry, not in hip hop. So we have to get back to that, man. And I feel like if you feeling this message, just subscribe to this channel. Like, music shit aside, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't like my music, you feel me? But I feel like you should subscribe because anyone talking about hip hop music in this way, I feel like I got a good understanding of what's going on and how we can get back to the original, what it was made to be and become. Um, I don't think hip hop is dead. I think it just needs to be revived. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I'm just here to lead that wave. You feel me? I want to be able to inspire and encourage anyone in the younger generation and anyone in the older generation, shit, and even in between. If you want to do some art, do your art. Like, you feel me? And then I want to also talk to the music heads and just converse about the different times and the different things, the beauties that music has helped you through. Like, I'ma just put something out there that y'all may understand or may not understand. Half of y'all wouldn't get through half of the stuff y'all been through without music. Oh shit. Now we talking. Oh shit. Now we talking. Who the hell gonna get through work without music? Do you know, man, listen. Boy. Them warehouse jobs? Who the hell getting through warehouse jobs without music out there? Who just out there pulling up on warehouse jobs silently? Box for 8 hours. Like, that's the type of shit. You need music to get through that type of shit. Oh my goodness. A car, imagine not having no radio in the car, like no music playing in the car, like ever. Like, every ride is silent. You got a 7-hour road trip with no music. Wow. Like, that's almost not even doable. Like, it's almost not even fathomable. I can't even imagine this shit. And if you understand that, then you understand why we must save our music, save our culture, improve it. Why we must, somebody gotta put a system, a plan, example down to be like, look, there's that way, but there's also other ways, right? Freedom of choice, but the options is there now. Now the young artists don't have to go through labels that want to wipe them out for 100 mil. Now they got to battle 5 murder attempts and 2 robbery attempts in a 7-year career until one of them unfortunately takes their life, and they all set up by the damn label. See what I'm saying? Like, we have to be the ones to preserve our culture and our people. Like,